Hello everybody and welcome to Adventures in Kal'Jaru. Today we're talking about the upcoming 7-star raid that was announced yesterday, I want to say. It will be a water Terra type Pikachu. And so I've been spending some time trying to figure out what would be the best method. You would think electric and grass, but it's most likely going to have its hidden ability, which is lightning rod, which means it's immune to electric attacks, and if an electric attack is used on it, its attack is boosted. So don't bring electric Pokemon to the battle unless you use a method that I will tell you, and it is going to be the method I will be using. So here are 10 Pokemon that I will be potentially working on. I've already got a few of them trained up. I just need to adjust some of their moves. But this is almost every grass type we've got. I didn't look at Abomasnow. I'm pretty sure he would work too. I just didn't look at the move sets and stuff. I ran out of paper, so I wasn't able to actually take notes and get it ready. So I will start at my top left. So I don't have them set up. I will give you the moves and items and stuff like that and abilities. So Scovillain is definitely a good choice. Even though he is fire type, his grass type will counterbalance that, so he's not weak to the water moves that this Pikachu will be throwing out. Because this Pikachu will most likely have things like Surf, Charm, some electric move like Thunder or Thunderbolt or something along those lines. Most likely be able to paralyze you. Anything along those lines will most likely be what will be happening here. So Scovillain, set up a Sunny Day because that will have all water moves. So even if he does do some serious damage with water moves, you're not going to take a lot of damage from it because of Sunny Day. So Sunny Day, Growth a couple times, and then Solar Beam. Doesn't matter what ability he has. If you want, Chlorophyll will be good. It'll up your speed during Sunny Day. And yeah, with Sunny Day, your solar beams will happen immediately. They won't need time to charge. So you'll see that occurring regularly with all of these grass Pokemon, or most of them. So he is a good choice. Leafeon, his ability Leaf Guard will help him out. You're going to want to up his attack. I guess with Scovillain you want special attack. You could do regular attack and do Seed Bomb instead of Solar Beam. Another thing that I'm going to be using with Scovillain, actually while I'm thinking about it, I will be using Scovillain to drop a Worry Seed to change Pikachu's ability to insomnia, which means you can't put him to sleep. But that will take away his immunity to electric. Then I'll bring an Iron Hands in, Belly Drum, and Thunder Punch him to death. That's going to be my plan. Is Worry Seed, potentially use like a Screech or something to lower his defense, and then just hit him really hard. Because a Pikachu's defense is like 40, like it's awful. So he shouldn't live very long with a maxed out Iron Hands. So that is my plan with Scovillain and Iron Hands. I will be using a friend. Leafeon, Leaf Guard, up his attack. You're going to want things like Baby Doll Eyes and Fake Tears to lower Pikachu's stats. Leafeon is going to be more of a backup, an assist Pokemon. He's got Leaf Blade, Sword Stance, and Helping Hand. So you could deal damage, but you're not going to deal as much damage as, say, someone like Scovillain or a few others that I'll get to. Item, probably just something along the lines that will help up your grass attacks, or either a Soothe Bell or Leftovers to give you some health. Another good one would be Cacturn. You could either do him as a special attacker or a physical attacker. They will turn out exactly the same. So you could either do Sword Stance or Nasty Plot. If you're going, you could do Sunny Day or Taunt, Solar Beam if you're special attack, Seed Bomb if you're physical attack, and then depending on if you want to assist more, you could do Helping Hands. If you want survivability, you could do Grassy Terrain or Ingrain. If you use Ingrain, use a big root to up your health intake. So that will be your Cacturn. I will be training actually 2 of these, one special attacker, one physical attacker, just because we don't know what Pikachu is going to be built for. If Pikachu has Charm, I feel like he will lead with that, and he will drop your attack stat by 2, and that will just wreck any physical attacker. So I'm going to be focusing on special attackers to start with. And then if we got, next we have Appleton and Flapple. They're pretty much the same. You want their ability to be Ripen. Right there, I want to say it doubles the berry effect. So if you give him a berry to heal him, so when he gets knocked down to half health, it will up his health a lot more. With Appleton, you're going to want Apple Acid, Growth, Recover, or Giga Drain, and then Iron Defense or Sunny Day, depending on how you want to do it. And then, because Growth is good, it'll up your attack and special attack, but if you have Sunny Day going, it ups your attack and special attack by 2 stages. So that's why all of these are going to have Sunny Day if possible. And then with Flapple, you'll just change out for Grave Apple. And those, Acid Apple and Grave Apple, Acid Apple will drop his special defense, and Grave Apple will drop his defense every time. And it's an 80 base power grass, so it'll be super effective. Those ones will be really good to have. They just don't have a super great attack building without other setup. So those are those 2. Another good one would be Meowscarada with the ability Overgrow. I can't remember exactly what Overgrow does. Let me check really quick. Powers up grass moves when the HP is low. So when you're at like a quarter health or a third health, one of the 2, your attacks will be boosted by 50%, which is really good. So you want to give Meowscarada Hone Claws, Flower Trick, potentially Charm and Grassy Terrain, just to, well, you'll give him Charm if Pikachu is a physical attacker. If it's not a physical attacker, give it something like Magical Leaf, where you'll always hit. Next one is Toadscruel. He does not have Sunny Day, so he cannot set it up himself. So you're going to want something like Screech or Acid Armor to lower the defense, Pikachu's defense and special defense. Growth, Giga Drain, or Solar Beam, and Grassy Terrain. He'll be another support Pokemon. I've already got one trained up. I technically have 2 trained up. A good one to give him would be a Big Root if you're going with Grassy Terrain, just to heal him better. Another good one is Serena. Ability, Leaf Guard, obviously. You want her Trop Kick. Also a support Pokemon. She can learn Reflect and Light Screen. So depending on if Pikachu is a physical or special attacker, choose whichever one. And then Taunt is always a good one depending on how Pikachu is going to be either paralyzing or boosting its stats or lowering our stats, Taunt might be a must-have. Potentially Charm and Helping Hands. So she's a, well, I don't think they're always female, but the Serena is a good support Pokemon. Another good one is Arboliva with the ability Seed Sower. Set up a sunny day, use Growth, Giga Drain to help you, and then Safeguard just to keep you from having any status effects like paralysis. So not a huge damage dealer, but definitely a good one to have on your team if you're working with friends. Just because of Seed Sower, as soon as you get hit, you're healing your teammates 20 HP every round. So that's a good one. Another one that I'm going to potentially use as a support as well is Lilligant with, I wouldn't give it Leaf Guard, and there's a reason for it. Let me show you what Leaf Guard is. Prevent status conditions in harsh sunlight. So I guess it doesn't really matter if you give it if it has Leaf Guard or Own Tempo, but you want to give it Sunny Day or Sleep Powder depending on how you want to build it, and Growth and Giga Drain to deal some damage, but you want Entrainment. Yeah, that will change Pikachu's ability from Lightning Rod to Leaf Guard or Own Tempo, whichever one Lilligant has. And so this is also another good setup. If you don't have Worry Seed, you can use Entrainment with Lilligant, change its ability, and then go in with an Iron Hands or a Miraidon. So those are my plans, is Lilligant or Scovillain, to see if I can change its ability and then wipe it out with Iron Hands or Miraidon. Second to last, we've got Breloom. You could either give him Technician or Poison Heal. I think Poison Heal would be really good. That way you don't have to worry about healing up very often. So you give him Poison Heal and then like a Poison Barb to actually give him the poison condition. So self-inflict poison, and while he's poisoned, he heals with Poison Heal as his ability. Because Technician is really hard to get because it's his hidden ability. So unless you find him in a 6-star raid, you'd have to use an ability patch, and those are really hard to come by. So he can learn moves like Sword Stance, Seed Bomb, Leech Seed, and Bulk Up. So if you're taking damage, because he doesn't have the greatest defense, you can use Bulk Up to up your defense with your attack, and then Sword Stance to just give you extra attack, and then Leech Seed for more health, and then Seed Bomb just to wreck him. And then lastly, other than like Abomasnow that I didn't look at, you've got Lurantis. You're going to want ability Leaf Guard, moves Sunny Day, its move Solar Blade, which is like 130 base power if I remember correctly. Like, it's absolutely insane, but it only works. It's a charge attack like Solar Beam. So with Sunny Day it doesn't charge. So you're gonna want a Sunny Day, Solar Blade. You can learn Sword Stance. This one can also do Worry Seed. So I think I'm also gonna do Lurantis. Give it a big root for its item. That way when you're using Grain or Worry Seed, if you're using Grain, give it a big root. If you do Worry Seed, just give it like a Citrus Berry to heal up, or something to up its grass attacks. Like a Life Orb, I think might work. I don't remember exactly what it does, but something to up its attack. Because Lurantis will be a heavy hitter, so I might do a Lurantis, start up a Sunny Day, Solar Blade, well, Worry Seed, Swords Dance, Solar Blade type thing, and then let the Iron Hands do the rest. So these are my 10 Pokemon that I would suggest. Potentially Abomasnow, as I keep saying. A lot of these are supports, but potentially they will be able to 1v1. We won't know until the raid starts on the 24th. The raid will go from the 24th to the 27th, and then on the 27th we will have Pokemon Days with a Pokemon Presents, where they will give us hopefully the 1.2.0 update and the some more information about the DLC and upcoming Pokemon games. So hopefully this helps you. As soon as the raid comes out, I will be posting videos on different strategies, because we've got like 13 different grass Pokemon that we could use. So there's going to be plenty of different strategies. A lot of them are going to be similar, but I will be posting those. So hopefully this helps. Good luck training. My top 2 that I would suggest would be Scovillain, either Appleton or Flapple, and either Lilligant, Breloom, or Lurantis. Cacturn might work pretty good. Not sure. Never really trained a Cacturn. Never even used a Cacturn. But those are my suggestions. Hopefully it helps. So until next time, adventure on.